Hey YouTube, my name is Nadernejad and I make videos for international students coming to Canada as well as people who want to start businesses like young entrepreneurs, people who want to work and really get their life started. So if you fall under any of those categories, subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Today's video is going to be about how to get a job in Halifax. How do you find work in Halifax? What do you do? The actual practical things that you need to do to get a job. I'm going to release another video explaining what work is like in the city, where work exists and what type of jobs exist, but this one will focus exclusively on being a newcomer and what jobs you can find. Let me tell you a nice story. I went into the subway in the north end in Halifax the other day. So the north end of Halifax, walked into a subway, I ordered a cold cut sandwich, a 6-inch. That is not what I always order, but generally if I'm in a hurry, that's what I get from Subway. And there was this guy there, and halfway through making my sandwich, he looked at me and he said, "Do I recognize you from somewhere?" And this guy was from India. He recognized me from YouTube, and he said, "Thank you, your videos helped me. I was able to find a job." And I said, "Oh my God, that's incredible. The first video I made, I never imagined that somebody would actually use it, move to Canada, and find a job." So that just solidified the fact that I'm so happy and grateful that I'm doing these things and creating these videos. You guys, you support me, and I hope to support you too. So my first piece of advice is trying to build up a savings before you come. Try to aim for about 5,000 Canadian dollars minimum. And if you're a student, probably more, because you're going to be spending, you're a little bit strapped for time. You may be eating outside sometimes, but the biggest thing is you're going to have to pay for tuition. So try to save about $5,000 and have work. Don't come here with $5,000 and no work. Make sure you have work lined up on top of that. You want about 6 months of monthly expenses. So if you have $5,000 in savings, do not get a place over 1,000 Canadian dollars. That is too much. You want to be budgeting, you want at least 6 to 8 months as an international student or somebody from abroad. I would say have about 8 to 12 months of expenses saved up. Even if it sounds kind of unrealistic, just wait till you get that money, really tighten your belt and save, because that will give you enough time if you're out of a job to find another one, and generally you want to come here with a job first. So you have the Atlantic Pilot Program, which you can come here and find a job through, something that's probably a little bit more professional. But if you're a student, you're just moving here, applying to all the fast food all the time. I know everyone's looking for them, but they have a very high turnover rate. So if you constantly send requests to work at a fast food or a retail center, so Halifax Shopping Center, Subway, McDonald's, Wendy's, any of these places, Taco Bell, like any KFC, or restaurants. Some restaurants are hiring. So applying to every single one of them, you're going to have a chance of being able to have enough income to meet your monthly rent payments and maybe save a little bit. You want to get to the point where you can at least break even so that you're starting to save a bit of money every month. Even if you're only saving $20 every month, you need to be saving a bit of money every month. And from that point, it's about solidifying, okay, I have this job, I'm making this amount of money. How do I start making more money now? What do I do? Okay, and at that point you can think, okay, I'm working this job, I'm breaking even, I'm saving $10 or $20 a month, which is silly, like it's not a lot of money in my opinion. And you might be thinking that, obviously you'll be thinking that. But you can say, okay, now all I have to do is try and make sure I can do this job comfortably and look for a higher paying job. Or maybe I can sell things on eBay on the side. Or maybe I could work online. I could do freelance website development, which I know a lot of my viewers from India and from abroad have a lot of not only web development but coding skills that they can use to find work online. In other videos I've mentioned Freelancer, Fiverr, Upwork. All of these places are great places to start working. But you want to get here and apply to all the jobs that you possibly can. This is the best way to do it. Sit down, create a resume. If you do not know how to create a resume, look at YouTube videos online or look at people teaching you how to create a resume. I may even think about doing a video about how to create a resume as well. Create a LinkedIn if you can, which is LinkedIn. Just linked and the word in. It's another social network. I don't know if it's used all over the world, but it's certainly used in Canada and the US. So use LinkedIn. build up that resume like a real actual PDF file, a resume. So all of your jobs, your experience, the years, look online for the format, and then you want to send this into as many people as possible. Learn how to write a good email. Look up these things. Learn how to make a phone call. It's about being warm and personable so that when you are speaking to a person and asking for a job, it's not like, here's my resume. It's more like, hey, I saw your job posting, I really want to be a part of what you're doing, here's my resume, feel free to contact me here, I'd really appreciate hearing back. Something like that, done 10 times a day for 10 different businesses for the whole week, you will reach 70 businesses within the week. The next week you'll reach 140 businesses. The next week you'll reach 210 businesses. Okay, 210 businesses get your resume and you're good at sending emails, good at formatting your resume, and good at speaking to people, you will get hundreds of maybe not hundreds, but you'll get dozens of job offers, most likely. Or you'll at least get 10 job offers. So that's what I recommend you do. The part-time job situation, which a lot of you ask me about, is not incredible. It's not like Ford company is going to hire you for $25 an hour to stand in an assembly line. It's not going to work that way. But you will be able to find jobs. You just need to pry and try to infiltrate a workplace with your resume or with a nice phone call, network. I'm gonna give you a really good app to use, and this app is called Meetup. Meetup, like M-E-E-T up. What you want to do is go in the App Store or the Android Store and download this application. There's a lot of different groups in Halifax for newcomers, for first time speaking English, for entrepreneurs, for creators. There's so many different things. So I recommend you use that application. Use a strategy that I said. If you can save beforehand and send these things out before you get here, even better. But once you're here, that is the best course of action. Any other questions, please let me know. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to make more videos on, I hope to make one on formatting your resume, but I'm very excited for this and I know you can do it.